Yo, hello, welcome to my channel. 40 subs, so thought I'd do my first actual video instead of a YouTube short. I'm going to be setting up a Welcome Baculus 9-inch board, pressed by BBS. I had quite a few of these boards now, to be fair, Welcome boards, different shapes, different sizes. This is definitely my favourite shape. It's a popsicle, but tapers in on the nose, a bit more shovelly. Probably not quite an egg shape, maybe more of a football shape, but definitely a kind of lozenge in the middle. They're a pretty big board at a 9. They do come with a 14.5 wheelbase, maybe just over actually measuring this, a smidge over 14.5, fractionally though, which I find kind of long. I'm not big on transition skating or anything like that. It's more curves and little jibby bits. So I always like to re-drill the wheelbase down to a 14.25. Super easy to do. If you grab one of these, the Chems tools, the wheelbase modification tools, they can take them down. Well, take them down, take them up, whatever you want to do with them really. So I thought I'd just do a little video showing that. Always take off the stickers. Makes no difference, I'm sure, but I don't like to have stickers under the grip and it gets in my head and I don't think it would be very good, so take those off straight away. So yeah, straight into it. Wheelbase tool in the holes. I've had this one now for probably over a year and it's working really well. The wheelbase tools do come with a drill bit as well, so you can easily just do the mod. The best way I find to do the mod is drill halfway from the top and halfway from the bottom and meet in the middle. Don't drill all the way through. I'll quickly just get that in there for us. This will be my first video. I'm not very good at editing and stuff like that, so if it gets really boring while I'm doing bits like this, I'll try not to go quiet. But apologies in advance because I know I will. So yeah, it seems to be much better with the short wheelbase, this board. Fair play to those dudes that can rip a 14.5 wheelbase and stuff, but I haven't got that strong legs, I don't think, so it feels super heavy to me. A little trick as well, when you get the wheelbase tool and it gets a bit stuck to pull out, just get a little something and you can lever it out like that. And then blow the excess off, flip it over, and same again on the bottom, nicely in. Make sure he's nice and flush. Obviously if he's not flush, skew if holes and it won't match up and your bolts will be all over the place, so you want to make sure he's definitely in there. Quickly just drill these through now, straight through. And that's it. Again, a little something just to wedge it off, and that can all get shoved back in. So forgive me if I'm sweating. It's like 35 degrees today, which is crazy hot. It's never that hot here. So, and the garage gets pretty hot. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be sweating a bit. I don't know if you can see that there quite well. I'll try and come around this way and you can get a good look. If you look, just drills it slightly less, just taking it quite nicely. It's only a small difference, but you can definitely feel it. Get that back into focus. So yeah, super good. Next up, we'll grip the board. I always skate pepper. I really like pepper. I've been skating it now quite a while. I used to be mob, which was super grippy again. I don't do a lot of flip tricks and things like that. I know some people find pepper grip too grippy, and then you kind of get, like, you know, when you pop kick flips, whatever, you kind of get stuck up in the grip, and it shreds shoes and stuff. For me, I don't really do flip tricks, so I won't have that problem. These boards are 33 inches long on the Welcome, and this has come very, very close. Obviously it's 9-inch width as well, 9-inch grip, so we haven't got much margin for error. So we'll try and do this as best we can, but I'm sure it'll be a bit close. Oh, my pepper grip sticker, hang on. I got this board from Welcome Skate Store. I think they're Leeds based, but they do next day shipping, came super quick. They had a sale on as well, I think it was reduced down to 70. So that's super good. They're normally like 85, 90 now. So it was nice to get one in sale and support an independent, that's always cool. There we go, that's looking better. Get that chucked over there. Get this measured up. Should just sit on nicely. Yeah, definitely not much margin for error. I don't know if Pepper do 11-inch sheets. I don't think I've seen them. I've got some Jessup here, but I hate Jessup. I just find that stuff not very good. So we'll stick with the Pepper for now. I want to try that Alvea grip as well, but I've not really seen that in the UK. So it's a good one to try. Just give them a rub down. Appreciate not many people probably enjoy setup videos, so apologies if you don't. Obviously you haven't got to watch it, move on to the next one, but I thought the first video would be quite fun to do a setup, see what's going on, and yeah, a bit of a chat really. It's so hot in here, I'm sorry guys, I'm sweating. Super hot. I just use, obviously meant to use a file. I've got an old Allen key that I've just been using for years. Seems to work really well. It's nice and rounded now. What we'll do, I'll probably just do this video as a setup video and then talk you through everything I put through it and put on it and stuff. And then we probably won't skate today just because it's so hot. I tried yesterday for a little bit, but I was melting. It was crazy. Putting wax on the curbs, the wax, you could just see it turn to water. Well, it's not water, but it just melts off. See, there's not much margin for error on this. I haven't cut any lines yet, and it's pretty much on both sides. So yeah, just be warned if you do get one of the Welcome 9 inches or any 9-inch. Yeah, it's a bit of a task putting it on. I always just go around and just peel up the edges. I used to like to do some funky bits with my grip. You know, Mob have brought out that transparent stuff. But it's like coloured, so it's like a see-through-ish purple or blue or whatever, and that's fun. You know, if you can always chuck things like that in there to stretch your grip out, or you know, do a line in the middle that will push the grip out a bit more to the edges as well. But I'm not into it at the moment. I don't know why. I go through phases. Nice and steady. Just running him round. Oh. And we're good to go. I like using a blade just like that. I feel like it's more controlled. Obviously, you should use it in the handle, a bit safer, a bit better. But yeah, if you doing it like that way, it's no dramas, as long as you know what you're doing, it's fine. I'm not teaching you guys how to grip, I'm sure you all know how to grip. I like to just run it around, just to smooth out any imperfections on the board. Again, both sides. And that'll probably be good. I'll give you a quick show, just make sure you can see that. Pretty good. It'll definitely do the job for me. No dramas. Right, so let's poke some holes. I just grabbed a thinner drill bit than what we re-drilled the holes with. Poke it through, give it a little twirl, just to mark them really. You haven't got to go all the way through from this side. Well, I don't. Don't like doing it like that. I definitely like a clean looking grip. Gets in my head otherwise. Just a little mark on each one. That should be pretty cool. Run them over and then you can just kind of poke them down where we popped them through. Like that. A little thing I always do as well is just get the wheels on the trucks and just roll over where you're gonna cut the holes, just to get the grip super flat. You can get those like mobs do on like a wheel, like a wide chunky wheel, and they'd be pretty good, but you know, this does the same. Probably not quite as good, but as good as. Phillips, an old one, not a nice one. Put those in the holes. Do a little run like that, and it just cuts the grip out of the hole. So when you put your hardware through, it shouldn't rip or cause the grip to twist and things like that. Just keeps it nice and clean. Okie dokie. So you guys can see that. It just gives it a nicer punched hole is all. Nothing major, nothing crazy. It just looks better in my opinion. Cool. Bash the hardware through. I don't skate risers or anything like that. So I just use 7/8 hardware. They go nice and flush to the bolt then. I normally go for girl long neck hardware. That's never let me down. You can just pull the excess grip off there. Yeah, super good. Oh, I'll take through trucks first. I'm chucking on some Ace AF1 Hollows 66s, so a 9-inch truck. I have got the inverted kingpin on these, the Ace inverted kingpin. They're going really strong, really good. Had those for probably over a year now, coming up to a year, something like that. I got them from Skate 618 over in America, and they got here in like a week, really fast. The inverted kingpins are really good. The only thing I've noticed is instead of like on feebles, instead of the feeble hitting the kingpin nut, it just moves it along really, and it hits the hanger. If you guys can see that. Do you see it's wearing away the hanger now? Not crazy, you know, it's still fine. It will skate for a long while, but just something to be aware of, that they are really good, they are really amazing, and like I can do little slappy front Smith kind of slashes not locked in, and they're really good for that because the kingpin doesn't like dig into the top of the freestander. They are really good. You can get them in the UK now. Before it was only the Ace 44 and 55 size that you could get with the inverted kingpins, but now I've seen a fair few shops seem to stock them in all the sizes with the inverted kingpins. I think they're about £100 now, but it just saves you having to buy, you know, buy the AF1 hollows and then buy the 60 quid base plates on top. So save you a bit of money there. But no, I've skated Ace for a long time now. I try other stuff. I tried some Thunders a while ago. I used to skate Thunders probably 6 years ago. But they just don't turn the same. Once you've got used to that kind of like carvy Ace turn, it's hard to go back to anything else. And again, like, I can't, you know, I don't do flip tricks and stuff like that really, so I can't talk for those guys that do, but Thunders I'm sure would be really good, nice and stable. They obviously stretch out the wheelbase a little bit more as well. I'm pretty sure Ace is still the shortest wheelbase truck on the market. I know obviously you've got like Grind King Locker 2s and stuff and you can move the wheelbase on those, but standard wise Ace are pretty short and squirrely, which is nice. I like that. The carve, I see a lot of transition people do skate Ace. Slappies are super good. I have a pair of Slappies as well. The Slappies, I know they sit a little bit taller than Ace, not much, but I did feel that, and I just didn't kind of like that. Mike Sinclair, he's definitely got some good ideas though, like the ultra low kingpins and things like that. He's definitely on form. Ace seems to be a little bit slower in terms of the tech they bring out, but I don't know whether they've just been around longer and a bit slower to the burn. Slappy seems to come up with new stuff every couple of months. They got something crazy going on. So, but no, I stick with Ace. I really like Ace. I've got probably most sizes of Ace to skate different boards with and stuff. I was trying to skate this Welcome, that's a Welcome Sphinx, which is an 8.8. It's a really similar shape to the Baculus, but it's crazy how it's only 0.2 of a difference on the width, obviously just on the middle, but that skates so much smaller to how this board skates. This is definitely more, if you skate an 8.5 and you want something a bit more funky shaped, go for a Welcome Sphinx like the Nora shape. You will love it, it's really good. Again, that comes with a 14.5 wheelbase, so it depends if you're fussed about that or if you want to re-drill it or whatever you want to do. But yeah, I re-drilled that one as well. 14.25 is the sweet spot. I used to be quite an advocate for 14, and I'd take 2.5 off the front and the back on the Baculus, have a 14 wheelbase. And they're good, they're real fun. Like curbs, like crook shabouts, things like that, you get them quite sweet. But they're, not quite for an all-rounder. I think 2.5 is a sweet spot. The nice thing about having a re-drilling into a 14.25 is that you increase the nose length. So on standard, I think we can give it a measure. They're probably about just over a 7-inch nose before you drill them. And then obviously once you do drill them, you get an extra 2.5 of an inch, an extra 1/4 of an inch. So on those crooks and things like that, especially like I've been learning front side slappy crooks, and you've got to really get over on that toe. So having that extra room does feel really nice. So I've been really enjoying that. Looking good though. Definitely might have to start thinking about getting some new 66s at some point. These are getting a lot of love lately. Curbs though, gotta love the curbs. Sweet, so rails, I haven't got new rails for it, I just kind of use rails that I've got until they're dead. I can kind of get through a couple of boards before I buy new rails, if that makes sense. It's normally my boards go like razor tail and they're a bit just damp and soggy. And the pot gets a bit crap, so I'll just reuse some. I've been on Little Johns quite a while now. The moths, they're super good. These are the skinny moths. They're the same height as the regular moths, but they're just a little bit thinner as well, so you might save a little bit of weight. Chuck those on. The only thing I haven't told you guys about the wheels, Spitfire wheels have gone for the 93A soft sliders in the classic shape. I've had these for about a month now. I've had a few sets of the 93As now. they're sick, man. They're just easier on the knees. You can skate a little bit longer. They reduce some of the vibration. They roll a bit easier, a bit faster. You know, less pushing. You guys have you've probably seen the adverts and stuff, so I'm pleased for you. But they've gone down really quick. So 50 mil. They were 54 when I got them. Yeah, 50 mil. They're great wheels. I'd get them again, but I'd just say, you know, if you say you normally skate a 54, maybe get a 56. They seem, I don't know if they've changed the formula and they're wearing out a little bit quicker than usual. I'm not sure, but I haven't skated loads, so I've skated a fair amount, but they seem to be wearing out super quick this time for some reason. I don't know why. I've done some little dots on the board already. I just put my rails about 2 inches in, just so I can get a bit of extra tilt on those hurricanes, boardside hurricanes. Again, I'm not good at those. I've just been trying to learn those, and yeah, I need all the help I can get. So that's not a drama. So just kind of match them up. Again, the Jorns rails are good. They come as a 14 length, so it's quite nice not to, because some of them, like the rib bones from PAL, they're super good, a really nice plastic, but they're quite a square rail, so with those hurricanes and things like that, to tilt them takes a little bit of extra effort. With the little Jorns, it's asymmetrical shapes, straight on the inside and then a rounded outside, so on those hurricanes you can really rock them to get the truck up. But I'll chuck those on quickly. Probably chuck those up there. Did some little dots just to kind of get him in line of where I want him. He's got to not be crazy accurate, but just accurate enough to where we know what's going on. So yeah, it's a shame. It would have been good to get out and skate today and do a review and a one-er, but we can get 2 videos out of it, and then it's no dramas then. Just push that one up a little bit. There we go, like that. And then just check we're not interfering. No, it's all good. Yeah, really good with the Jorns. 14 in length, so if you do shorten the wheelbase and things like that, you haven't got to worry too much. Obviously, depending on how much you shorten it by. The PAL ribs, they're 14.5, so they're a little bit longer. But if you skate a longer wheelbase, you haven't got to worry about it. Or if you have them that far in that they don't come near the wheel, you haven't got to worry about it. But just something to bear in mind when you're chucking them on. Just check where your wheel's gonna drop down. You don't want to get in the way of things and whatever. Check those in. Super quick. Obviously, you can just use a normal screwdriver and just hand tighten these in. The only thing with using an impact driver, a drill, whatever, just be careful not to overdo it, because you'll just spin the screw, it will destroy the plies and the screws won't hold, and you just put big holes in your board. So yeah, just be cautious. You can always tighten them up later if they look a bit loose or whatever, or you're unsure. Sweating my eye, man. It's so hot in here, it's crazy. So, that is it. We're looking good. I'm not touching that side. I'm not touching that side. Plenty of space at the top for pinch. Looking really good, guys. Welcome Baculus, 9-inch. I'll do a little video of a skate review, see some tricks on it, see how it pops and things like that. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you again soon. Thank you.